Hello, Cretans, and I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays. So, what is the agenda for today? Well, it's kind of nice out this morning. It's a little bright. I know it's going to get a little warmer later on, but then we have a big time cool down coming. So I figured today's probably a good day to go ahead, get some lights up on the House of Cretan. Now what I just plan on doing is this front section over here around the front door. In years past, I've put lights all the way up and around the top of the house here, which is kind of dangerous, actually. I did it once and I don't really know how I pulled it off. Just one-man banding it. But I'm just going to do it around the front door, and everything I need should be in here. Now right off the bat, I start with this nice little doohickey. Got this on Amazon. It's something you plug into, or you pretty much screw into a light socket, and you can plug in an outlet to it. Nothing too high wattage. And what I've done before is I've used that center light there, but last year I realized by doing that I kind of take away some security with the lights lighting around my door. So I'm not going to do that this year. Instead, what I'm going to do is plug into this socket on the side of the house and just run an extension cord all the way down. These are some of my tropical plants, by the way. I love these plumerias. When they bloom, they're incredibly gorgeous. Got a couple of pineapple, a couple other things I have no idea what they're called. Another pineapple back there. That shouldn't bloom for another year or so. Alright, so you can see with the garland here and some of the lights here what I'm kind of going for. These white lights are going to go hang from the awning up here. But then as you see the green cable, it starts way over there. And as I was looking at it, I was unraveling everything. I do have enough to go all along the top if I want. Ooh, that sounds really dangerous. But I think I'll try it. Alright, this organized chaos I have here is the wreath, or some of the garland, some of the awning light, and then some of the Christmas light I have all plugged into one cable, which is now being fed by power. And I guess at this point what I should do is do a power check, make sure everything's working smoothly. And boop. And I can see lights from here. It's daytime, so it's hard to tell, but I can see the garlands lit up. I can see the awning lights are on and flashing, and the house lights, they are definitely on. Alright, there's phase 2 now. And by the way, here's a little safety thing I've started doing that it's actually not a bad idea. These lights do have a particular life to them, and you can never remember when you bought these things. So I put a little year date label on these. These might be the last time I use these. I figure 5 years is a good run. Let's see, the wreath I got in 2016, and these that probably have the label on the other end, but I know they're fairly new. Might be the last time I use them as well, maybe. I'll have to check. Alright, what do you think? I'll straighten out the columns to make them a little more even once I'm all the way done. The awning lights and the garlands up. Now I just gotta run power to them, and then finally, that's gonna be dangerous. Alright, so as you can see, I have some of these white clips connected to the lights. What I'm gonna do is climb up this ladder and lay on the roof, and then slowly roll, skimmy, whatever, up the side of the roof, I guess not the side, but on top of the roof itself, and just attach it to the edge of the awning there. Now, what I'm using are these clips that, I bought like a whole bunch of them, and they seem to be pretty sturdy. The light bulb itself goes into this spot here, and then you just intertwine that to lock it into place. And then this portion of the clip slides up and into the awning and holds onto it. And it can hold actually 2 strands of lights, but we're gonna just try with the one, and hopefully it's not too windy. It's gonna blow me down or eventually the lights at some point. So here we go, going up. Probably noticed I tried a couple different ways, and once I got up there, it turned into a complete chicken shit. I can't do it. I think it's too steep. I'm too fat, and I don't know how I'm gonna get them up there now. I did it once with like an extender pole, but I had special connectors to get them up on the awning. I don't have those anymore, and it's just me. I think what I'm going to do is when my neighbor gets home, I'm going to ask him if he can hold the ladder while I climb up there. I'm not sure it would reach the very, very top. Have to wait and see. So I've been sitting in the shade here for a few minutes, and I think I found a workaround. I'm going to use the ladder there to get to the parts that I can reach by hand. The very top portion there that I cannot reach, I do have, as I mentioned, this extender pole with a few of the clamps left over from the year I bought it. I got it from Home Depot like 2-3 years ago. They're not as good as advertised, and they probably require, oh, I don't know, 2 or 3. I don't know, I'll probably need 4 or 5. I'm gonna say 4 or 5. The problem with these things is they're difficult. Well, you latch them in there like that, and that's latched. So you get it up in there, and there's a lever on the other side to make it disconnect. The problem is it doesn't disconnect. It really latches in there. So it's really difficult to pull it down and leave this part still up in the awning. I found a workaround where you can just kind of finagle it up in there and more or less push it. Wow, it's windy. Good, because it was starting to get really warm. It's really windy. So I'm going to try these for the top part, and hopefully I'm not going to get blown away. Holy crap, do we have a tornado coming? This is really killing my festive spirit. I am having the hardest time trying to get those lights to stay up. The clamp it's got too firm of a grip, so when I try to pull it back down, it pulls the clamp, or it pulls the plastic clip down with it. Alright, so I got one other idea. I'm not crazy about it, but I have a little awning right here that goes over the door. Maybe if I stand up there, on top of that, I would be able to reach. Maybe not. Just looking at it, it looks like it'd be out of my reach. I'm not giving up yet. Not yet. So I got Matt with me now. He's going to help me out. Matt, what are you thinking? What should we do about our lighting situation? My lighting situation.
Well, I'm going to give it a whirl. Going up the roof, heel toeing my way up there to try to connect the pieces as we go.
Yeah, that's when I first tried and I chicken shit out of it. So let's see how that works.
All right.
All right, it's taken most of the day, but the lights are up. I am so happy. Matt, you're a freaking lifesaver. And look at him.
Right.
He's trying to do some more. You're also a workhorse, you know that?
I'm glad to do it.
Well, I'm glad to have you. You are a neighbor and a true friend. So I just heard the lights outside go off. I set a timer on it, and I It's been a long day and... Jeez, I really got sunburned. Okay, well, let's go take a look. Yep, so there we are. That looks a lot nicer than I thought it would. Yeah, unfortunately, some of the column seems to be burned out. I'm going to check tomorrow to see if that's a fuse or, you know, one of those deals where one bulb goes out, the whole thing goes out. I'm glad we don't deal with that too much these days. But yeah, here we go. Happy holidays.